All right, we're live. Welcome, guys. Welcome to our workshop tonight. My name is Brandon Odom. I have Sean Malone joining me. He will be moderating the chat, talking with you guys as we go through the information tonight. So let us know where you're calling in from. I think Sean just dropped a question in the chat asking for that. And we're excited to have you guys. We've helped a lot of people create full-time incomes on the internet, legitimately, not like by scamming people or ripping people off or like, hey, come join my pyramid scheme or all this kind of crazy crap out there. So we're going to show you guys how that actually works, how to build a real business online, what it takes, how much it costs, and how we're able to help you achieve the results you're looking for in terms of a lifestyle, in terms of income, in terms of time freedom, as fast as possible, okay, without wasting time and money on scams and stuff that doesn't work. So if that's what you're interested in, you've come to the right place. If you thought this was like, hey, I'm going to learn to push a button and get rich, like that's, that's probably a different webinar out there. Someone's selling you something. So anyway, hopefully you guys are excited to be here. Go ahead and close down Facebook, turn off the TV, kick the dog out, lock the door, do whatever you got to do. Pay attention here for about 55 minutes of really fast, in-depth training here. And then we're going to do a live Q&A. You're going to hear from some people in our community that have been getting incredible results. They're going to tell you their story. They're going to share with you, their hesitations, their skepticism when they first, encountered this. But then, they decided to make a choice. They decided that nothing was going to change unless they made a change. And they plugged in with our system. They plugged in with our community. They got the right mentorship. They put in some time, effort, and energy. They did some work. And now they're living incredible lifestyles. The types of lifestyles where people are able to get out of debt. People are able to, essentially retire young. I don't really believe, I think retirement's kind of a weird word. Like I don't really think that should be like the goal, the ultimate goal, right? I think you should be living your passion, living your purpose, doing work that excites you, that gives you a reason to get up in the morning, not just, vacations are nice, taking some time off is nice, spending time, with people you care about, but, just sitting around doing crossword puzzles all day, like that doesn't excite me, right? So hopefully you guys are excited about this. You're ready to learn how to create a real income that's not dependent on, going to 9 to 5 and punching the clock and fight through traffic and all that kind of stuff. And so we're going to get rolling here. Sean is going to answer some questions as we go along. I'm going to shut down my phone. Please do the same as well, so you're not distracted here. And yeah, we're going to get rolling. And go ahead and take notes if you want, screenshots, anything you need to help you retain this information. And if you pay attention here for the next 50 minutes, this stuff can actually radically change your life. So I'm excited for you. Let's get going. Sean, let me know when you can see my screen, please.
You got it, Coach. And what's up, everybody? We got Michelle, Gabrielle, Katie, Sabrina. Katie, please refresh your screen. Michelle, Janine, hi, what's up from Utah? River, how's it going? Amanda, awesome, Coach. You are good, my friend. Take it away.
Thank you. How you can replace your income with a laptop or smartphone and start living the life of your dreams right now without being a tech expert or needing any prior online marketing experience. So here's what to expect during this workshop. Secret number one, in the first 3 minutes, you're going to see real people just like you that have used our system to replace their full-time incomes. Within only weeks to months of getting started, are now firing their bosses, getting out of debt, taking care of their families, traveling the world in style, and impacting thousands of people. Secret number two, I'm going to reveal the 3 pillars needed to build a 6-figure internet business. There's a simple method that makes it easy for you to only master one of those to achieve the same results without having to pester family and friends, knock on doors, or slave away for hours every day in front of your computer. And secret number 3, our online business shortcut that smart people are using to make as much as $4,000 per customer within a very short period of time without wasting time and money on scams, products they don't need, or things that just don't actually work. And when you stay until the end, I'm going to answer all of your questions live, and you'll hear from people in our community just like you that are doing this right now and getting life-changing results. We're going to go really, really fast and hit this hard so we can get to the questions and get you guys started. So after this training, you will feel incredible relief that you finally found a safe and supportive community and an easy blueprint to follow to make a real income online. So here's a little about me. If you guys watched some videos, you read the emails, I tell a little bit about my story. But just kind of a quick recap here. I'm a West Point graduate and former U.S. Army captain. I got out of the Army in 2007 and was active duty, went to Iraq and Afghanistan. And then in 2014, I ended up getting out and becoming a full-time entrepreneur. And I lost a lot of money and wasted a lot of time. I've actually probably got scammed out of more money than anyone watching this workshop right now. So if you guys are a little hesitant, you're a little skeptical about this whole thing, I understand. I've been there. I feel you. I've lost a lot of money, probably more money than you would ever even consider risking. I'm a full-time online marketer. I've been doing this for almost 3 years. Now I've earned multiple six figures over the last 2 years. Actually, it's about, I was doing a little calculations the other day, and it's just about 7 figures at this point. And I'm founder and CEO of Team Phoenix Marketing. And I've coached thousands of people on how to create a legitimate and lucrative income online. So here's what I'm not about. I'm not going to flash a bunch of commission checks, a fat bank account, or some fancy cars to prove to you how successful I am. For me, getting to take my son to the park on a Tuesday afternoon when most other parents would have to be at the office is validation enough that I made the right choice. I get to set my own schedule. I can travel whenever and wherever I want to. I'm actually traveling tomorrow. I'm going home for about a week to see my dad and hang out. I don't stress over bills anymore. I'm helping my parents to retire. And the personal freedom a profitable online business provides is amazing, but what is truly special is the kind of impact it can have on others. Now, I am proud to kind of brag a little bit here. I'm proud to show you some of the lives we've helped to change. And this is just really, really cool stuff. Families that are getting out of debt, single moms able to provide on their own, dads that get to spend the day with their kids, daughters retiring their parents, couples traveling the world together, and college and high school dropouts that were told they never amount to anything and now make more in a month than their former teachers make in a year. We're all ordinary people, just like you. If you search this hashtag on social media, Team Phoenix Freedom, you'll see a ton of success stories. I got to the point I couldn't even post them anymore. I couldn't keep up with them. It seems like every other day we're having people have incredible, multiple 4 or 5 figure months, people walking away from their jobs, the people that hit their first 6 figures in their first 12 months, stuff like that. And, it's all real people, real stories. You can go research this for yourself. I'm going to highlight a few of these to you just for some comparisons so you kind of understand what I'm talking about here. But I'm going to throw out real numbers. So I have to give you a quick income disclaimer because of all that. So even though you will see people in our community earning thousands of dollars online, and when you become a member, you will receive access to the exact same training, software, and resources that they've used to achieve their results. Your results are entirely up to you. No one signs up for a gym membership and gets an automatic six-pack with their membership card. It takes dedication and work over time. Now, we teach sound direct response marketing principles and social media marketing strategies that are simultaneously time-tested and cutting edge. Our system is proven to convert to the tune of over $10 million in sales. I should probably update that number because we've done way more than that. We cannot and do not guarantee we'll ever make a single dollar online, however. Only you can guarantee that for yourself due to your mindset, your ability to be trained, commitment to self-education, and the consistent execution in the income-producing activities that will grow your business. So Amy Claire, starting in January 2017, each month I made more money than the previous month until I was able to replace my corporate paycheck. That's starting with our system. And I quit my job to do this full-time 7 months after starting. To top that, the very next month I made 10 grand. I could never make that at my corporate job, and she was a former IT manager. Aaron Fraser, it's been crazy. I put my trust in this dude I met on Facebook, and he taught me how to build a business online. I thought this would be just a little side income, but now it's way surpassed that. It took him 53 days to quit his job, $57,000 in a single month. That was back in August alone. He's made multiple 6 figures with us. Really, really cool. Candace Benson, for years I played small, breaking free from the chains of what you should do in life and moving into one that is filled with things and experiences you must do is extremely liberating. She was able to quit her job, do this full time. She actually moved to Bali. She's back home in Vancouver right now, visiting some family. I'm not sure if she's going back or if she's staying there, but she was in Bali for about 6 months, just enjoying life and practicing yoga and running her business online. Carly Eldred, I feel like I'm living the story of it's too good to be true. I've been doing this for 5 months, and this is next level stuff. I've made enough money to supplement my husband's income so he can work locally rather than distant like he was. And now I'll be going full-time online soon. I believe she is full-time now and earned 15 grand in her first 3 months from getting started. And I believe she's approaching the 6-figure mark at this point. Blair, when I got started in this, I was 90 days away from losing my house. This has been the best decision I've ever made. 110 grand in commissions, and obviously a incredible success story to go from on the verge of foreclosure to actually creating a full-time income online. Draper Ginway, for anyone who believes they are stuck doing the same job because it's all you know, that's not the case anymore. The online world doesn't judge or ask for a degree to make 150K a year, and I wake up and feel like I'm living a dream daily. I have never been so sure about something in my life. Quit his job within 7 months and earned 160 grand in commissions in his first 12 months. And Garrett, when I started this, I was up in camp for all but 8 to 10 days a month, and I didn't have more than an hour or two each night to focus on my business after a full day. But using that time consistently, I was able to leave the oil field and focus my time on what I like to do while building my business. Pretty cool, right? It was a bit of a slow start, but I stuck with this, and the hard work eventually paid off. Looking forward to the future. This is only just the beginning. Quit his job to travel the world with his girlfriend, made over $255,000 within 15 months of getting started. And by his own admission, by his own account, he actually started slow. Kayla, after being told I was topped out in my dental career, I found myself determined to take matters back into my own hands. I've always had social media accounts and a desire to work online, just never had the knowledge of how I could use the internet for profit, but that didn't stop me. Former dental assistant, quit her job within 3 months of getting started, earned over 200 grand online in about a year and a half. Ashley Crooks, every morning I wake up and have to pinch myself to make sure this is real. I no longer have to wake up to an alarm clock and sit in traffic on my way to work, and I've been doing this for just 6 months. I've been able to fully leave the corporate world and make more money per month than I was ever making at my corporate job. Now I can truly control my own time, work from anywhere, anytime I want. And the best part is I'm so fulfilled doing it, and I can finally build my own dream instead of someone else's. And Taylor, when I came across this, I was struggling really bad, and I needed something to work. It's been the biggest blessing. I made more in a month of this business than I made all last year, and I did it from home. Earned over 85 grand in commissions in her first 9 months. And then she, I believe, more than doubled that in just a few months afterwards. Really, really cool. We have tons of other stories. We have some stories of people that have made even more money than all of these. But at this point, it's almost unrealistic. We can't even share some of these stories with you. And it doesn't happen for everybody. This is not some kind of program where 100% of people come into this and they all start making these fabulous incomes, week one or something like that. It's like anything else, right? These people put forth tremendous effort and they got results. And now they're reaping the rewards of that. I can't wait to put your picture up and celebrate your wins too. We want to show you what we have to offer. We want to teach you how this thing works and plug you into our program. And if you're willing to work hard and you're willing to put in that work, any single one of you watching this presentation right now, I firmly believe has the potential to create a full-time income online. But I have a confession to make. Even though I haven't had a boss in almost 3 years and my online business provides me at least 40 grand per month in personal income every month, life wasn't always like this. I really struggled as an entrepreneur, and I burned through a lot of cash starting off. It was not the easiest way to get started. I actually got scammed out of $78,000 investing into an advertising company. This was money I'd saved up from multiple deployments overseas, and I had planned to invest into real estate. But the company turned out to be a scam. I got ripped off. The company, the owner even screwed over the employees. They didn't know what was going on. He's facing multiple multi-million-dollar lawsuits, but he's been living the high life for years. He's hidden his assets really well. Most people, no one's actually gotten paid back anything that they were owed, and even after several judgments against them. And so that's kind of the thing you deal with. There's shady people out there, or criminal people out there that are out to get you. That does happen, but that doesn't mean everything is too good to be true. I understood that people were making money online, and I just wanted to figure out how to be one of them. So I got into online marketing, but I didn't make any money for about 7 or 8 months. And then when I finally did make a whopping $740 within a single month, it was only after investing everything I left, plus going into over $30,000 into debt. Maxing out credit cards, I cashed out my IRA, cashed out a couple mutual funds I'd had since I was little, and that was it. I had no retirement. I had no other savings. I literally put everything into trying to build a business online. And that very same month, this had actually become my home. I lived out of my truck for about 5 or 6 weeks because it was either, find a job so I could pay rent and eat, or I could take what I could spend in rent, put it into my business, give it one more shot, and have a little bit of money to eat and live off of. And so I just decided to do that. I knew at that point I was so close. I had put so much effort into it. I learned the skill sets that I knew it had to happen for me. And on the bright side, within about 45 days later, I actually had my first $20,000 month online. Now, I wasn't out of the weeds yet. That wasn't like obviously I was already 6 figures into debt. I had to work my way out of that for a long time, but I wasn't living on my truck any longer. So why do you care about this? Well, most make money online schemes are marketed as winning lottery tickets, and they take advantage of the uninformed and the lazy. Now, you aren't going to be uninformed after this, and hopefully you're not lazy, so you need to hear the honest truth to become successful in this industry without losing your shirt. Now, it's virtually impossible for the average person to save up enough money to ever retire with dignity with a normal job, and often to even get by paycheck to paycheck. But technology is disrupting industries faster than ever, and even if you have a job now, your income is 100% dependent on the whims of an employer or economic conditions that you can't control. So if you were scrolling through your Facebook newsfeed today, you probably saw the story of employees that showed up to Sam's Clubs all over the country. About 76 Sam's Clubs, I believe it was, shut their doors with no prior warning. People showed up for work and the store was closed. Sorry, we're out of business. They just shut them down. And all these people are out of a job overnight. That can happen anywhere. I don't care if you are relying on one source of income and you're employed, that company overnight, that can go away. The internet is still young. You don't need any prior experience, but you do need to take action today to reap the rewards of this massive opportunity. So I learned the hard way what it takes to make money in this industry. And I wanted to create a system that brand new people just like you with limited time, money, and technical skills could just plug into, get freaking results fast, and take charge of their lives with their own profitable online business. Because I know I've seen how it can change someone's lives. I've seen how you can buy your time back, how you can spend the important moments with the people that you love, that you can pursue the activities, the passions that you have for your life, that you can give and you can contribute. And it just makes the world a better place. It really, really does. So I combine resources with an experience with my original online mentors to bring you a truly transformational community, a marketing system, and premier training within a very short period of time, just like some of the stories you've seen. We've seen so many almost unbelievable success stories that's become clear. We're flipping the industry on its head. This stuff doesn't happen typically anywhere else. Most other people, most other affiliate programs out there or home-based business programs, people struggle for years and years and years and years, and most people never make money. And it's such a grind that the average person ends up just quitting, just giving up, and abandoning that dream. And it's possible for anyone to succeed, but you just have to learn the skill set and you have to have the right mentorship. So we've helped thousands begin total life transformations, and you will have the opportunity to join us in a movement that's quickly becoming an awakening. If you're willing to learn a simple skill set and put forth consistent effort, we can help you achieve an incredible lifestyle that most people only dream about. Now, this can be for you if you're tired of waking up to the alarm clock every day just to get to a job you can't stand. If you love your career, but you're struggling to pay the bills and you're sick and tired of living a life of never having enough. If you want to travel, if you want to be your own boss and work remotely, if you want to spend more time with your family and have the money to do things you want in life and be able to set your own schedule, actually be in charge of your own time, not have someone else tell you when to go to the bathroom, when to take a break, when to go to lunch. If you've got no nest egg or retirement, you want to make sure you and your loved ones have a secure future. If you've tried and failed at businesses where you pester your family and friends, you go to hotel meetings and home parties, only to end up with less money than you started with in a garage full of products you don't need, and pay close attention, this is definitely for you. And if you're worried about failing because you don't have a lot of experience online or any experience, it doesn't matter. This is for you. You're going to discover this online business is 90% automated. It makes it easy for anyone to see success regardless of your background. As long as you're willing to put in the work, you're consistent, you're gonna be coachable and trainable, and you're just gonna show up. If this doesn't happen overnight for most people, but as long as you show up consistently, there's no way you can fail unless you quit. That's what it comes down to. So here are the ground rules. This is not a push a button and get rich scheme. This is not a pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme. It's not trading software, binary options, Forex, cryptocurrency. It's not MLM. It's not money games or matrices, money gifting programs, couponing or paid surveys, any of that kind of stuff. This is not gambling. We teach you how to do profitable, predictable online advertising to generate leads and sales, big sales that pay you big commissions. This is not make $1 million next week. You see some of the income potential, and those are just a few of the stories that we have in our community. We have had people make 7 figures with this, but they put a lot of time and effort into it, and it did not happen overnight. Many, many months of hard work to get those results. There's no time wasters or tire kickers. This is not for people that want to push a button and get rich again, or people that just want to watch a webinar like this, and all of a sudden you're supposed to have money flowing into your bank account through osmosis. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't exist. People will sell you on that kind of stuff all day long, all night long, but it's not reality. If you're willing to learn a skill and you're willing to be of value, a person of value, and add value to the market, you will be rewarded with profits. That's the way business, that's the way economics work, okay? But it requires putting some time, energy, and effort into something. Our system is proven to convert. You cannot argue with this. You are the only variable in this. We've changed or helped so many people change their lives. You know, it really ultimately comes down to that person, to someone that makes the decision to change. They change their mindset. They change their habits. They change their activities. They prioritize their business over going out and drinking or going out, you know, hanging out at the club, you know, and they live a few months or years of their life like no one else is willing to do. And then they get to experience a life that no one else gets to experience because they're out, you know, having other priorities. Do I have your permission to be totally honest? If so, let's make a deal. I promise not to blow a bunch of smoke and sell you some pie in the sky theory of how to make money on the internet. This isn't something I just read in a book. Instead, I'm going to tell you from experience what works, having invested over $100,000 figuring this industry out. And actually, that's, you know, way more than 100 grand, because a lot of that I financed. I got myself way into debt and I paid finance charges on it. So I spent quite a bit of money. But I need your commitment to actually take action on the information you learn and start moving forward today towards your dream lifestyle. So do we have a deal? If so, drop it in the chat. Type in deal, big capital letters. Let us know you're excited, you're serious, you're engaged, you're paying attention, and you're ready to learn what it takes to build a legitimate, lucrative income online. Now, we're going to start in less than 2 minutes. But before we begin, do you already have online experience, or are you already 100% sure you want what we have? If so, get ready to act quickly. This is for people that have seen a prior workshop. You've seen the information, you're excited, you're ready to, you made a choice, and you're ready to get rolling. At the end of the training, I'm personally inviting you to join our community, get a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with professional social media advertising training, a 90% done for you marketing system, and a whole lot more for a risk-free $99. Okay, that's the offer at the end of this workshop. And so there's no surprise. Starting now, I'm offering a special fast start bonus though, and this is only available for the serious action takers that showed up with us here live. I know we have over 100 people watching this workshop live right now. And you guys planned this, you put this on your calendar, you set aside some other things you could be doing, and you honored us with an hour of your time. And so we're gonna honor you with this bonus. Okay, now this is again for people that already know how amazing our system is and are all in and committed to making money as fast as possible. So what is it? What do you get? You're going to get, for your fast start bonus, I'm going to give you access to the Entrepreneur Millionaire Mindset Bonus Training. This is a video series. Now, early on, when we just started this program, we had so many people making money fast that I really felt it was important to make sure they were also making the mental shift from employee to entrepreneur. You know, and I paid $2,500 for a top business consultant and friend. This was a discounted rate to come in for 3 hours and training my team in this area. We broke this into a bunch of video modules for you. And I'm going to give you access to that training for free when you get started with us today, because you're here with us live. And when you take action now, you still get 100% 14-day money-back guarantee in case you feel for whatever reason this is not for you. So no risk on your part whatsoever. Money loves speed. I've had multiple mentors tell me that. I'm willing to bet those serious action takers that made that commitment to show up here with us live, that scheduled it, that planned it, that showed up, you know, that's more than half the battle right there. Just being in the right place at the right time, showing up, making that commitment, showing us that you're serious. So we want to reward that behavior. We want to give you a bonus that's gonna add value to you. That's gonna give you some extra keys to success with this program. Or just in entrepreneurship in general, we want you to learn to fish, not just get fish, right? Not to get paid in fish every day. We want you to learn how to fish, how to create an income for yourself, okay? And it all starts in the mind. It starts with your mindset. And we want to give you that unfair advantage because we want to work with people that have a winning mindset and they're just ready to run with us. Okay, so go ahead and refresh your screen. You should see a button pop up below. It says join our team now. It's an orange button. If you're on a mobile device, minimize your screen. You'll see that button pop up. It will take you to a checkout page. It is a secure page. You'll see the offer later on. But I want to give that access for people that are just ready to go now, that understand, that have the information, and they're ready to get started. That button will be up in just a few minutes here. So if this applies to you and you want to claim that bonus, by all means, get started right now. Now we're going to jump into the training. I'm going to give you this final warning though. You can't unsee this information. This is an industry. This is a world that is really like you interact with every day in all likelihood, unless you're like in the woods somewhere and you're like disconnected from your cell phone, like you interact with this stuff all the time, whether you know it or not. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Google, if you're on YouTube, there are people profiting from what you're doing online, and you're going to learn how to be one of them if you take action on this information. You're not just gonna watch a webinar, learn something, and make money. You got to put some action to it. But if you don't take action on it, it's probably going to bother you. You're going to have regrets. You're going to wonder what your life could have been like if you didn't have to fight through traffic every day. If you didn't have to, make those hard decisions about whether or not you're going to go on that vacation this year, or you're going to be able to provide Christmas presents for your family. Which bill you're going to pay this month. Which one you're gonna push off. Don't have that conversation. Don't put yourself in that position. Most people are already in that position. Do something to get out of it, or do something to make sure you're never in that position again. And you can start right here for you. So let's begin. 3 pillars to a 6-figure online business. There are 3 things you have to create a real legitimate income online. You need to find a product that people want. You need to create a sales funnel that converts, and you have to find high quality traffic. Let's break each of these down. Each of these is absolutely critical, and it's really important that you understand the concept. You don't necessarily need to know all the details here right now, but I really want you to understand the concept behind all of this. So when you start off, a product that people want, you need an offer. Okay, an offer can be a product or service. But the perfect offer is something you want to find a product that pays high commissions. And we're talking minimum $500 to $1,000 per sale is really essential. If you can get more than that, great. That's even better. That's going to provide you the margin you need, especially as a new person starting off. It's really the fastest way to create a real full-time equivalent income, because it doesn't require that many sales to get free. Okay, and it's really, really critical for a number of reasons. I'll go into some detail in a second. You want to find a product that solves your pain your customer is having, not just a nice to have product, but a want to have, a need to have, something that's going to be recession proof, something it's a very broad based market that a lot of people are going to be interested in and want to buy no matter what. And you want to find a product you can sell online. If you have these 3 components, you're off to a really good start. Now, did you know that 9 out of 10 times when a purchase is made online, someone's getting paid a commission? Now, this normally happens behind the scenes, and as a customer, you probably don't even know this is happening. But what if you knew how to get the right offers, the right products and services in front of the right people that are online every day, just like you? And instead of someone else earning that commission, someone like me, or someone sitting on a beach somewhere in Thailand, what if it was you? It's possible. The average, ordinary people do it all day long, and you're going to learn how. Now, there are some companies with affiliate programs you might have heard of. There's Amazon, Walmart, Groupon, eBay, Expedia, Best Buy, Apple iTunes. The list goes on and on. If you do a simple Google search of a company that you've heard of or you like, followed by affiliate program, just see what pops up. They all have them, or most all of them have them. Large scale companies, big companies, if they institute an affiliate program, typically they see an immediate increase in their sales of 10 to 15%. If you're a small to mid-sized company, you can see increases of 50, 60, even 70% just by instituting an affiliate program. It's very, very powerful. Now there's, Walmart.com, you can sign up today to be an affiliate on their website. Same thing with Best Buy, turn website visitors into cash. Even Expedia, people book their flights, hotels, rental cars, travel, any of that through you. You can be getting paid. The travel niche alone is a multi-trillion-dollar niche that you could be an affiliate for and live an incredible lifestyle marketing travel products. Now you can sign up with a company directly, or you can sign up with an affiliate network. There's NCN, ClickBank, Max Bounty, ClickShore. This used to be called Commission Junction. Now it's CJ Affiliate. PureFly, OfferVault. I made money with most of these. But really, I mean, there's a ton of different networks out there. You don't need to go out and sign up for all these. It's an option for you, because you could actually sign up with a single network and have multiple products, multiple offers that you can sort through and decide what to buy. You probably will end up getting a little bit overwhelmed if you don't have the guidance, but that's what we're here for. So let's say you wanted to take ClickBank, for instance. You went and signed up for ClickBank and you want to promote their info products, okay? Digital downloads, how-to products. There's stuff in health and fitness. There's cooking, food and wine, green products. The list goes on and on. They have hundreds of thousands of different offers on there. Now look at what you're getting paid. $38.93 for a sale, or $16, $19, $13. You see a $120 one there. It's not what you're actually getting paid per sale is not really the most important part. It's not just the earning potential. You're looking for the gravity score if you're talking about ClickBank, for instance. Now, don't worry about taking notes on this specifically. You can do that if you like. I just want you to understand this concept, okay? It doesn't necessarily matter initially. Remember, you're looking for a product that people want and need, okay? So if the gravity score, this is just a metric they use. If the gravity score is between 20 and 100, that's a good spot to be in. If it's under 20, that means it's probably a really new product or something that's not selling very well. And so not a lot of people are buying it, okay? And if it's over 100, it probably means it's a pretty, it's a product that's been around a little bit. It's a pretty, seasoned offer, or there's a lot of people promoting it, so there's pretty stiff competition to get those sales. Okay, so you may actually be looking for something with a good gravity score and sacrificing some dollars in terms of earnings because you're hoping you'll make more sales that way. Okay, so that's just a way to look at ClickBank and when you're sorting through products. But do you see the problem with this? It's going to be very difficult to make serious money with such low commissions. How many $19 commission sales do you have to make to just replace your current monthly income? Probably quite a few, right? What if you could only make 4 sales a month and more than double your current monthly income? What if you could make 2 sales a month and double it? Stick with me though. We've got all that covered. We have proprietary high ticket physical products, absolutely incredible offers that we're the top producing sales team in the entire world with. For our level with the companies that we work with, which really, really cool stuff you actually get access to within our community. Now, once you find an offer, once you find a product you want to promote, now you need to figure out a way to get people to buy. And that's where the sales funnel comes in, okay? And a sales funnel simply takes people from being interested in something to making a buying decision, okay? You guys go through these things. Every single person on this webinar right now has gone through a sales funnel, whether you believe it or not. A lot of you probably went through one today. Now, the goal is to convert cold traffic into raving buyers. And I'm going to explain what this is, what this looks like. Okay, if you can create a sales funnel that converts, meaning a sales funnel where people enter and they buy, it's like printing your own money. It's like a cash machine, not the scammy, join our easy money cash system, magic, whatever, but a real money producing business, that cranks out cash commissions over and over and over. Would you trade $5 for one of these? If so, type in the chat. Let us know. If you would trade $5 for one of these, type in yes, exclamation point. Absolutely. If I gave you a $100 bill every time you gave me a $5 bill, how many $5 bills are you going to find to give to me? Probably a lot, right? You're probably going to go sell a car. You're going to do whatever you can do to turn that money into profit. Well, that's kind of what we're talking about in terms of online advertising. We're talking about spending some time, spending some money, or investing some time and money rather, into advertising, very predictable advertising that you can actually engineer the income you want to create because you have a proven converting sales funnel and you're getting paid big commissions. Okay, the average internet marketer is looking at a baseline to make 2 to 1 on their ad spend per month. Meaning, if I put $100 into advertising, the only thing acceptable to me is at least making $200 back that same month. Imagine going to a stockbroker, giving them $10,000 and saying, hey, I want you to invest 10 grand into the best funds out there, and I want to make 2 to 1 on my money per month. He's going to laugh you out of his office, right? It's not realistic in that model, but here it is. And that's really at a baseline. Most of our funnels convert 5 to 1 to 12 to 1 for most of our marketers. We've had people convert as high as 30 to 1, 40 to 1, 50 to 1. People that had less than 12 months of experience. Absolutely crazy numbers. Creating your converting sales funnel. Now, traditionally it requires technical knowledge, design experience, and marketing know-how. The tools needed can be expensive and can take some time to get it all set up for the best results. And here's how a simple online sales funnel works. So you kind of understand this process. I'm going to walk you through it. So imagine you're online, okay? Or you or someone else, someone you know. This happens to everybody. You're hanging out the websites you typically hang out on, YouTube and Google and Facebook and LinkedIn, and you're going to see an eye-catching ad. Now, this is going to take you to a squeeze page or a landing page, commonly called. And the purpose of this page is it creates some curiosity, and it offers a promise, okay? But in order to get the promise, to get whatever the promised offer is, the information, the discount code, the coupon, the free product, whatever it is, you got to give a little, right? So you're actually going to give your name and email, and then you're going to see whatever the offer is, a product or service, an opportunity, and you may buy it, but most people don't right away. But now you're going to get some emails. You're going to get some retargeting ads. You're going to get some additional video, some information that's going to nudge you back in the direction you said you're interested in, to nudge you back towards that dream product or another offer that's going to solve a problem that you have, and you're going to buy. Or a portion of people are going to buy, enough people to make this process profitable for the person that actually created this sales funnel. But it's easier said than done. This is how they usually work. It can be quite complicated, quite time consuming, quite, makes you want to like bang your head against the computer screen. This is an Infusionsoft campaign. Yeah, I've done stuff like this, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. I've hired people for thousands and thousands of dollars to build stuff like this for me. It is not cheap, not easy, not quick and easy to do. You need a high quality offer, a high converting capture page, high converting sales process, engaging and valuable email content, high quality, high ticket product, precise tracking through the entire process. And upsells and downsells are optional, but they can add a lot to your bottom line and your customer's experience as well. Every single one of these pieces, each of these bullets here, could take months to years to master on your own, or cost you thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars to hire the right people that know what they're doing to build this stuff for you. Like I said, you can easily spend hours and hours and hours, over $10,000 testing your funnel to get the highest converting sales. I've seen people do it, and I've seen people do it and not make any kind of return. You don't need to do this though. I'm going to show you an alternative that will save you thousands of dollars and a lot of time and frustration later. So stick with us. Let me get a drink of water here. All right, and the final pillar, high quality traffic. So what is traffic? Well, in the online marketing world, we often refer to visitors to a website as traffic, and without traffic, really nothing else matters. So imagine a shopping mall with no people. It's going to be really hard to make money that way, right? Doesn't matter if you have the best stores, the best brands, the best discounts, the best salespeople, guys that could sell an ice to an Eskimo. If no one is walking through your store, no one's going to buy. But just any traffic won't do, okay? So you need high quality traffic, and that means your traffic must match your offer. That's what makes it high quality. It's not that one person is necessarily better than anyone else. It's the whether or not that person is actually going to be interested in that offer. Okay, so here's an example. Let's say you're promoting a course that teaches women how to potty train their toddlers. Would you rather have traffic from a Facebook moms group or traffic from an ad on a Hot Rod website? Which do you think would be more or better traffic that would convert better? The more targeted your traffic is to your offer, the better it's going to convert, and the lower advertising costs will be, and that means more money in your pocket. That's what we're looking for here. So if here's the formula. This is what you need. If you understand this formula, and I mean really understand it, you start to internalize it and really understand what's happening here, If you have a proven high ticket offer that pays big commissions that people want, need, desire, going to buy no matter what the economy is doing, a sales funnel that converts, meaning people that see this offer, that go through this process, a significant percentage end up actually purchasing, and it's profitable. And then you fill it with the right people that are going to do that. They have the money to buy the products that you're marketing, and it's the right fit for them. It solves a problem that they have. They're high quality. They're going to be repeat customers because they have an amazing customer experience. That process right there, that formula, is going to provide you the income you need, that you need, want, desire to travel the world, to get out of debt, to retire your parents, to do whatever it is you need to do that you came to this workshop for, that money can provide. It's not gonna, it's not gonna satisfy your soul. It's not gonna, that alone feed starving children, but you can go out and do that. And you don't need to spend 40 to 50 hours of your week working a 9 to 5 and then have a couple hours a day to yourself to try to live your life. You can flip that around with this formula. 2 ways to profit. Method 1 is direct linking, otherwise known as direct to sale. It's where you pick an offer and some traffic with an ad. It's quick, simple, easy to do. Method 2 is build an email list and sell to your subscribers over and over again. And it's not even just building a list. It's building an audience, building a brand. Maybe it's building an Instagram account. Maybe it's building a Facebook page. Pick an offer and use ads. Let's say you can simply pick an offer in front of your chosen audience with ads, and some might buy right away, but that's only a small percentage will buy at first sight. And most of the time, it's only if you really know what you're doing. You can make money this way. It's typically seen a lot in e-commerce, but it's really not the best way to go about this because it can be very expensive to get your campaigns dialed in. It's difficult to scale, and it won't give you the ability to make long-term, predictable, life-changing money. You're always having to refresh campaigns and deal with, customs coming from China or wherever you're drop shipping from, and chargebacks and refunds and all kinds of things because it took 6 weeks for a customer to get their order. And oh, by the way, that product was hot this season, but it's not working anymore. Or Facebook changed their algorithm, and they're not allowing that product anymore. So you're always having to find new things. There's never that passive residual income. The people that know what they're doing with e-commerce, they also build a list and they build other income streams that are going to be long-term, stable, passive, residual. And you can do that by building an asset of an email list, an audience, a brand, loyal customers that love what you have to offer and are going to buy over and over again. The way you do that is you give people an offer that they can't refuse to join your list, a free report, a webinar, a video training, a discount code, or even a free product just to get their information. You may, quote unquote, lose a little bit of money on the front end, but that lead is worth so much more to you on the back end. You're going to be profitable. Some people will buy your paid offer right away. Most will not here still, but the good news is now you can keep selling over email. You can do retargeting. You can post on Instagram. You can do go lives on Facebook, and you can increase your conversions, making you more money. The more you interact with people on your list, the more they get to know, like, and trust you or your brand, or what you're building, what you stand for, the more people are going to be in line with that, and more people are going to buy. That's really what it comes down to. This is how the online marketing pros do it, and this is the secret formula to 6 or 7 figures online. Example from this webinar, you guys opted into a lead capture page. It may have looked like this one. It may have looked different colors, different copy. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of different ones out there that we have. But the bottom line is, whatever you clicked on was compelling enough that you decided to give your name and email. And for some reason, you showed up here tonight, right? This stuff works. You're here right now on our free online workshop, and building a list is key to online success. And we have the tools and experience to do it. It's a proven fact at this point, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. The system. Lots of people are using this simple system to make serious online profits in multiple niches, multiple industries, multiple different kinds of products. And they're making multiple 6 and 7 figures per year, often within only a couple years of experience. Imagine going to college for 4 years and coming out making multiple 6 or 7 figures per year right out the gate. Doesn't typically happen, right? Unless you went to college and decided and somehow you got drafted to the NBA. It doesn't typically happen with the degree that you get. You end up usually going 6 figures into debt and working, a job that, pays about 40, 50 grand a year, 80% of the time, not even in the same career field that you got your degree in. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? But what I've shown you here tonight, you can actually go out and do all this on your own. There are going to be two big problems, though, if you try to face this on your own. That's why we're here. These two big problems are probably one or both are what drove you here. Number one's your time. You're going to have to spend countless hours learning the ropes before you finally get success and start making money. And number two is your money. You'll have to spend your money getting everything set up in your sales funnel and testing to make sure it converts. This can easily cost you over 10 grand, and that's really at a minimum. If you had all the time and money you needed for the lifestyle you desired right now, you wouldn't be watching this workshop. You would be doing whatever it is you really want to do within your lifestyle, whether that's, having dinner with your family, on your way to a vacation, on the beach, in the mountains, doing whatever, maybe building a charity, building other businesses, investing, doing whatever you want to do because you have the time, experience, the money to do it. But if you don't have that, you can. But you have to do something. You have to give something up. And that means you're going to have to invest whoa, holy crap. Hold on a second. Sorry guys, one of my lights just popped. Freaked me out. Whatever I was saying, you're going to have to invest your energy. Okay. Now that's either your time or your money or both to get more time and money. Okay. So now is the time to do this. Now is the time to make money online. If you're a super ambitious person, you could do a lot of research, watch a lot of webinars, buy a lot of info products and software, and try to put all this together on your own in maybe 60 to 90 days. You could get a framework together and a sales funnel, integrate everything. I don't know if it would actually be profitable. In fact, I would bet money it wouldn't, but you could do it. To build your own sales funnels like we have, you'll need ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, Aweber, GetResponse, or Infusionsoft, ClickMagick, WordPress, HostGator, Webinar Jam, a shopping cart, merchant account solution. And that's really just a start, because then you're going to need to find high quality traffic, a high ticket offer that's proven to convert, figure out how to sell it on your own, and then find high quality traffic from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Google, etc. But if you want click by click training showing you exactly how we do all this and doing a lot of it for you, then we have the perfect solution. So this is what you need to get started online. You need a program that's going to build sales funnels for you. It's not just a free website builder from Weebly or Wix. You're going to need a real software that is actually going to work for an internet marketer. We use ClickFunnels. There's a lot of different ones out there. They all cost money. ClickFunnels is $99 a month. If you have the pro package like I do, you spend about $300 a month on that. So that's $3,500 a year that I spend on that particular program. There's Aweber. This is an email autoresponder. There's a lot of different ones out there. Again, this is one of the better ones. $228 a year, billed monthly, but as you add more names to your list, they charge you more. So I've spent about 15 grand a year for an email list of over 100,000 subscribers. ClickMagick, link tracking and filtering software, $792 a year, just to get really accurate data to know where your traffic's coming from, and that is the right kind of traffic. And Webinar Jam, this is a program we use to deliver content, to deliver training, to sell different products and offers. And there's a lot of different ones out there again, and they all cost money as well, $397 a year. So the total, just for these 4 basic tools, just to have a chance at making it online, just to having, have what you need to just get started, that's about $2,600 your first year. And realistically, if you're actually in the game, if you're actually doing this, you're probably spending quite a bit more. I spend about almost 20,000 on these 4 tools a year. And there's a lot of other tools we use as well. More advanced tools that all typically they cost several hundred per month. You also need to know the strategy. And don't forget about finding a high quality, high ticket offer that's proven to convert, and hope you have a lot of cash if you go that route. Most high ticket offers or programs out there, programs that they claim to teach you how to do this. Most of the time, those programs have extremely high buy-in. I'm talking $25,000, $30,000, $60,000, even $100,000 up front for you to get involved in an opportunity that can provide you, the ability to make, a few $1,000s in commissions per sale. That is a very steep buy-in for the average person. That's like going out and buying a franchise, and then you still have to go buy your own tools and software. Why don't you let us do the heavy lifting, 90% of the work, and save you a lot of time and money instead? Doesn't that just make a lot of sense? Here's the deal. Team Phoenix is partnered with Global Affiliate Zone to bring you the most comprehensive internet marketing system ever developed. We're going to show you step-by-step how all this works and let you plug into our $350,000 plus bleeding edge marketing system. It is not perfect, but it's way better than most everything else out there that you're going to run across, and it's a lot cheaper too. When you become part of the team, you will be welcome to our family and also discover how you can make commissions of up to $4,000 per customer with our core offer without actually having to do the selling. And this is really, really important. This is legit, right? This is real product sales. This is not, we're not just selling air. We're not just recruiting people. You have to actually have real product sales to earn real commissions and for you to have a legit business. But with our system, we actually understand that most of you are not sales professionals. Most of you are not product experts. Even, once you go through our training process, all this stuff is pretty new. And, maybe you don't have the time. Maybe you don't really want to be on the phone. Maybe you don't want to sell to people. That is fine, because we understand that, not everyone is inclined that way. But at the end of the day, a business is about sales, right? There has to be, have to transfer a product or service to get money. And so we actually take that responsibility on, and we close sales for you and make you those big ticket commissions. So here's what this is going to do for you. You're going to discover how to get hordes of targeted visitors that are ready to buy from you, getting set up as 100% done for you. And all you have to do is plug in. You'll discover a stealth Facebook ads method no one's talking about that makes it easy to get traffic flowing and possibly make money from day one. But this is not a guarantee you're going to make money your first day, your first week, your first month, your first year. In fact, I never guarantee you're going to make $1 because I don't know you. I don't know if you're going to do the work. I don't know if you're going to take what works, what our system, our tools, our expertise, our mentorship, the skill set you're going to learn. I don't know that you're actually going to do anything with it. You have to make that decision for yourself. But with a Facebook ad, Facebook, collects 2,000 different data points on anybody at any given time when they are logged into Facebook and they're online. Okay, they know the ads or the ads you click on, the websites you visit. They know what you like. They know how much money you make. They know your credit score. And us as advertisers can take all that information, and you're going to learn as well how to get an ad in front of the right person, and they can click and they can buy. And so it's possible as soon as an ad is up for you to actually make money. And we have had people make money their first day, their first weekend, their first week. It does happen. You will be able to make money while you sleep because of our automation. This is not hype. This is not, a fairy tale statement. This is real. This is reality. Welcome to 2018. The internet, allows a business to be open 24/7, 365, ads running anywhere in the world, leads and sales flowing in on autopilot. There are 2 billion people on Facebook alone. And we're not even talking about Google and Instagram and YouTube and all the other ways to get traffic out there. It is absolutely infinite. And you're going to be able to tap into that with an incredible system that will produce income for you on autopilot once you have optimized your campaigns. Here's how our team automates 90% of the online business process. This is probably the most important slide in this entire presentation. So if you're, paying attention to something else, if you decided, I'm not so interested anymore, or this guy is taking too long, whatever, that's fine. You don't have to like me. You don't have to really pay attention to much of what I say, except for this. Okay, you really need to understand what we're offering here, what we do, and why so many people are able to get incredible results with our system so fast. We hand you a high-paying, high-converting offer that's proven to get results. This is a third-party company that we work with as our core offer with multiple product options that's proprietary to our system here. Okay, this is something that converts extremely high and pays extremely well. And once you go through our process, our coaching material, there's some homework that you have to do. And a pretty in-depth video that goes into the products, the compensation, all that kind of stuff. That's about 90 minutes long. Okay, so you have to go through that information to really understand what we're providing here, and it's reserved for our members. This isn't something we just hand off to or we show to everybody. You got to get involved in order to actually to see what we have here. Okay, so that's a whole separate process that we go into detail for our members. We build and test your capture pages. This is going to be really, really important to save you a lot of time and money. You don't want to be wasting money on advertising. You don't want to be throwing up, spending all this money on ads or spending all this time doing all this work and not getting any leads because you have a crappy capture page. No one's interested in your offer. We store and manage your email list through our autoresponder. These are your leads. You own them. But we email leads on your behalf, building relationships for you with proven copywriting. Copywriting, if you don't know, that's just simply writing words that sell. Okay, marketing messages, things that are gonna build relationships with your potential customers, and it ultimately cause them to buy. We handle sales presentations and webinars that convert between 3 to 7 times higher than industry standards. We close sales for you, again, real product sales, real people, real money. That's being done for you, and we process orders and handle customer support, saving us a ton of time. And we conduct ongoing live trainings for you and your team, so you don't have to be the expert mentor. This is a leverage-based system. This is not MLM. This is not multi-level marketing, but there is leverage. There are team sales, and we want your team and you to be getting the highest standard of training possible, and we want you and them to be getting results, which is going to benefit everybody. Okay, and again, you don't have to be the expert mentor. You don't have to, spend all that time trying to figure it out and struggling along. We actually have figured it out for you, and we teach you, and you can earn while you learn, and so can they. Okay, so screenshot this page, take some notes. Again, this is really, really important because we do this stuff for you. Okay, if you want to build a business online, you've got to do this. Bottom line, someone has to do it. It's going to be you, or it's going to be someone else. You're going to hire somebody for a lot of money, or you're going to spend months to years learning to do it on your own and spend a lot of money in the process. And it's just the bottom line. That's the way the world works. So if you want somebody to do a lot of it for you, take you by the hand, give you that mentorship, help you avoid the mistakes, this is the place to be. All you have to do is follow click-by-click training on setting up your ads and generating quality leads for our sales funnels. In other words, you don't have to even have to find people. You don't have to knock on doors. You don't have to prospect in coffee shops and malls. You don't have to hit up family and friends. You simply place ads and make them come to you. And people that you don't even know, when they raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested, we take it from there and you get paid. We close high ticket sales for you. And you earn commissions. And at that point, you're able to learn the higher level skill sets. If you decide you want to build your own sales funnels, you want to master this entire process, you can. And you're actually never going to master it. You'll just get better and better over time. Mastery it's a journey. And we teach you along the way. We have mentors in place, that make multiple, even 6 figures per month. My personal mentors make $3 million per month. And if that's something you want to aspire to, certainly something I want to aspire to, and I'm still learning. But there's people in place that are going to help you get there. So are you ready? When you join Team Phoenix, you get personal coaching, access to our team and resources, support groups, weekly webinars, weekly trainings, ongoing mentorship, tools, and training to ensure that your online business is a success. As long as you're willing to be consistent, you're willing to show up and put in the work. Facebook ads training with step-by-step modules. We have Instagram training as well, additional social media advertising training. We're putting in a lot of different content over the next year as well, which will include blogging and SEO and all kinds of other whiz-bang, ninja tactics and stuff for you guys to really always be on the cutting edge. Access to our Sleeping Giant product that produces commissions as high as $4,000 per customer. Generated over $1 million the very first month we even launched this campaign, before it was even like we really even knew exactly how powerful this was. With our click-by-click system and millions more since then. Personal coaching. So you're going to get 30 minutes one-on-one with myself or one of our leaders to map out a game plan for your success. This is a real coach that's made real money online. It's going to help you get off on the right foot, and you'll begin seeing results quickly and know exactly what to do next, because there's no reason to procrastinate at that point. You know exactly what you need to do. There's a roadmap laid out for you based on your goals, based on the questionnaire that you filled out, your resources, your skills, your time, your energy, what you're looking to do to get out of this. And then we're going to show you what to do. Then it's really just up to you to follow the blueprint. That's a $499 value. Access to our team and resources. You get access to our team for ongoing questions, support, all of our team's resources. Now, you're in business for yourself. You're not working for me. You're not an employee. This is not a job interview. You're not being hired, but you're not by yourself, okay? We have a team. We have a community that's here to help you succeed in every way possible in building your own business. If you ever get stuck, you just need a little help. Our leaders are here to help you along the way, and that's a $4,899 value. And team group, weekly webinars, and weekly trainings. So you're going to get ongoing training with our team to make you an expert, ensure you build your online business as big as you want, if that's something you want to do. Okay, if you want to make $500 a month, you want to make $1,000 a month, and that's it, that's all you ever want to do, that's cool. If you want to make $10,000 a month, and that's it, that's all you ever want to do, that's fine. If you want to make $50,000 a month and more, you can do that as well. Obviously, there's going to be a different level of activity required to make $50,000 a month versus $500 a month. But guess what? The basic skill set's the same. 3 pillars. You know, you have to find you got to have the offer. You got to have a sales funnel that converts. You got to find the right traffic. But if you got that, you know, we can help you scale your campaigns up to that income level and greater. It's really just up to you. What are you going to put into this? How much time? How much energy? How ambitious are you? Who else is going to benefit other than you? You know, maybe you only need $4,000 a month to live an incredible lifestyle. But what if, you know, you were able to retire your parents? What if you were able to help that friend in need? What if you were able to build a school somewhere? How many other people could you impact because you are going to prosper, because you are going to create abundant wealth, and you're going to leave a legacy? We're going to cover everything you need to start making money right away during our weekly training. All training is recorded, so you can always go back if you ever want to refresh on anything. And that's a $299 a month value. In Facebook ads domination training, we start people off with Facebook. Facebook is really easy to understand for the average person, even with no prior experience. Doesn't matter how old, how young you are. Facebook is one of the easiest ways to get that high quality traffic we talked about earlier flowing into your sales funnel. And you're going to get step-by-step modules that will show you exactly how to start it, how to start making money with Facebook ads right away. These are sponsored posts through a business manager. This is not spamming people's timelines. This over-the-shoulder training is newbie friendly. Retails for $9.97. We're including it right now for free, and we're constantly updating it with the latest strategies from Facebook marketing pros. This is, again, $9.97 value. And mentorship tools and training. Meaning the tools you need to get your online business off the ground would easily set you back hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And you're going to get everything you need to start building a successful online business when you join the Team Phoenix community. It's a $3,000 value, but in the terms of tools and training, but the mentorship is really priceless. It's ongoing. It doesn't stop. It only stops if you stop. You're getting the exact system people on this webinar have exclusively used to quit their jobs and design their dream lifestyles and your investment. If you tried to build your own online business, I mean, it's pretty clear at this point, right? You know, I gave you exact dollar figures earlier. Now I can show you receipts on what I pay every month. You'd easily invest thousands of dollars in training and tools just to get started. It's possible to do it on your own, but why? You know what I should do? I'm probably going to add a slide here. I'm going to show people how much I spent on tools and advertising and traffic in my first 12 months, because it was a lot. I'm gonna lay that out and just show you what you're looking at if you try to do this on your own. When you join Team Phoenix, you get access to ongoing training, a team of success-minded people that are focused on your success. Why do it on your own when you can do it with a team? Everything getting today, it's valued at $9,694. Obviously, you won't pay anywhere near that today. We want to make this as accessible as possible to the average person that doesn't have all the time, that doesn't have all the money, but that's willing to learn a skill set, willing to show up and do some work. We originally planned to open the doors to this at $4.99, and that's a great deal. Because at $4.99, you're still saving thousands of dollars. My standard consulting fee is $4.99 for an hour. You know, if you just wanted to get on the phone and talk about whatever, you know, talk about a business that you're starting or have started, and you wanted to learn to, you know, do better on social media, or you want to you know, talk about building a sales funnel or whatever, you know, that's what I value my time at. And that price is actually going up soon. But you're going to get all that. What's the offer here? Again, just like I said before, it's not $4.99. We are opening the doors to this to you tonight at $99. Okay, now this is $99 US if you're in Canada. You know, that's about $134, $135 Canadian, I believe. Just varies a little depending on the exchange rate. Anywhere else in the world, just convert your currency into USD, and that's what you're paying. But guess what? This is $99 a month if you decide that you absolutely love everything we have. Okay, because we are going to give you complete access to everything, and it's risk-free. So you can actually cancel at any time, You know, it is fully refundable for the first 14 days. I'll go into some detail about that in a second. So you're not actually you're not committing to anything. We're actually committing to you. We're committing to you up front, showing you or giving you access to everything we have and showing you how to do this. But if all this did was finally help you see a light at the end of the tunnel for some retirement security, would it be worth it? If all this did was give you a safe and supportive community of like-minded entrepreneurs that are rooting for you to become the best version of yourself, otherwise known as successful, would it be worth it? And if all this did was save you hundreds to thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours of your time learning this industry on your own, would it be worth it? I think the answer is pretty obvious, right? So here's what you need to do next. Go ahead and click the button below that says join our team. If you do not see that button below, just refresh your screen and you'll see it pop up right below this video. Okay, if you're on a mobile device, again, minimize your screen and you should see it pop up. If not, just refresh the page, it'll be there. And go ahead and create your Team Phoenix GAZ account. You can schedule your coaching call immediately. You'll see that this is legit, like you're gonna be booking a real call with a real person. You know, that's a little bit more, you know, that's commitment, right? You gotta show up. You schedule that appointment. We expect you to have done your training, your initial system orientation, your initial training, and you know you fill out your questionnaire and you're ready for the call and you're ready for your strategy session. They're going to invest their time and energy into you, so we expect you to be responsible and actually go through the information and show up prepared for that call. We will publicly welcome you to our community, celebrate your choice to break free from the rat race, and then we'll show you exactly how to start making a lot of money as fast as possible. Really, really cool stuff. So let's recap. If you want to learn how to build a profitable online business, get started without technical skills or prior experience, start or save a bunch of money, a ton of time, skip all the common mistakes most people make, and start making real money. Join these amazing leaders and thousands of others in our community. This is actually a little bit of an old slide. We're almost about to 7,000 members at this point. Go ahead and click the button. That's just $99 to start your own online business and change your life. So what's the catch? Well, there is no catch. We're going to give you complete access to our entire training suite, marketing system, and community for a full 14 days inside of our programs for you. It's fully transparent. You can actually go through everything we have. And after that, you can go month to month, cancel your subscription at any time with no fees or penalties, but you won't because we know you're going to absolutely love our team and the value you receive. This gives you plenty of time to join our live training calls to see what this is like on a week-to-week basis, to actually get in, to, you know, to have a little bit of time to schedule out your call if you need to. You know, if today, tomorrow isn't a good time to go through the information, you can do that this weekend. You know, schedule a call for Monday or Tuesday, and you'll be good to go. Now, the only caveat to this whole thing, this 14 days is not 14 days to get rich or quit. Okay, that's kind of silly, right? If your dream lifestyle, the income you want to create, the financial legacy, your family's financial future is only worth 14 days of mediocre effort to you, then you don't deserve it. Okay, let that sink in for a second. Okay, this is not 14 days to make money or quit. This is 14 days to do your due diligence, to go through our program, to meet our community, to meet your coach, and to make a decision for you and your family. Okay, again, it's risk-free. Go ahead and click the button. It's going to take you to this page. It is secure checkout, 100% money back guarantee right there. The only way you can lose is really if you don't click the button to join us now. You watch all the way to this point. You want to build a business that will set you free, an online business that's going to give you that time, that income that you're looking for. And you know you're not going to find an opportunity to get this much for such a low investment anywhere else. So go ahead and seize that opportunity today. Get in on the exact system that's changed my life and will change yours. And let's hear for some people that have had their life changed by this. Starting with the original power couple, Sean and Melissa Malone. How you guys doing?
What's up, Coach? Yeah, good. Can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Well, what's up, guys? Sorry, we had a little bit of techie difficulties with the chat roll tonight, and I was trying to answer those questions as best I could. Coach, I actually listed anybody's a question in the feed over there. You can find it. And so, what's our story? We came through the system. We were a product of this system. Okay, so when we started before this, we had gone on this like 10-year journey to figure out how to way to make a lifestyle outside of the traditional 9 to 5. We hate the 9 to 5. I hate the 9 to 5. I hate alarm clocks. I hate reporting to people. I hate a lot of stuff about how traditional business brainwashes a lot of people. And when we got married, we had one thing in mind. The one thing we had was we wanted to experience everything together. In order for us to do that, of course, we got married. We had a great honeymoon. We came back, and the corporate lifestyle ripped away our ability to experience everything together. And it sucked, right, babe?
Yeah.
I mean, it was awful. She managed a dentist office at the time, services field, and we just trudged along this path of wake up. We went to bed together, we woke up together, and then like we would split for the whole time we were awake. See each other was at nighttime and evenings and when we went to bed. And that's the norm for most people. However, America's the only place where you work for like 50 weeks out of the year and you have maybe 1, maybe 2 weeks off if you're lucky. Other countries have months off, 2 months off, 3 months off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, right? So we wanted to find a way to where we could actually design a lifestyle to where we could do what we wanted when we wanted to. And so we went into a tremendous amount of credit card debt. We actually were living off some cards. We had Melissa was running the dentist office, kind of the breadwinner. And so that hurt my ego a bit. And we ended up paying about $45,000 on other programs for us. This program here, a post, and came and watched a very similar to this shop. We figured like we were pretty skeptical, but we said, hey, invest $99 and check it out. We had 14 days to check it out. So we were lucky enough to get Coach Odom on the phone with us. And I grilled him. I asked him a billion questions, and he just came back. He's very straightforward about everything he said, and a massive amount of trust until we jumped on board. And we've since gone on to make just shy of $700,000 now in 20 months. Okay, so 20, it's like almost 21 months now. But so we've changed everything, guys. And we never expect. You told me 2 years ago this was going to happen, I would have said no way, not in a million years. But it happened, and the reason it happened is because the way this system was designed is it's put together kind of like the McDonald's franchise. The McDonald's brothers built a perfect system. An ordinary person, Ray Kroc went out and took this model, and he found the average and ordinary person to run the perfect system. These guys have created, the experts that built this thing created the perfect system on the internet. Some of the greatest technologies together, and they have ordinary people just like us, just like you. The perfect system, and results speak for themselves. Coach Odom was talking about it. If you ask anyone in this community, they'll tell you the same thing. So anyways, we're really grateful to be here, Coach. Thank you so much. Is there anything I missed? You want to add anything?
Good.
Cool. Thank you for the time, Coach. Again, appreciate being here, helping you out, answer the questions. And guys, great questions tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to answer a few of the questions. We're going to hear from some other people in between. Or I'll answer some questions in between hearing from a few different people, so it doesn't get monotonous, right? Number one, do you pick one thing to market or market multiple things? We have a single recommended core offer with multiple product options to get you off the ground. We have had people make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars with a single offer. Yeah, and then once you get to that point, we will open up additional revenue streams for you, or recommendations for you, because at that point you have the skill set to be successful with them. And you probably have the time, because at that point you probably quit your job long ago. You're probably doing pretty well. And you can also hire people. You can hire a team. You can hire a staff to do a lot of the grunt work for you to be able to actually run multiple campaigns and open up multiple income streams for you and really start to build that long-term wealth. Okay. We do have a recommended core offer within our system. It is proprietary. If you want to see it, you got to get started. Okay, it is reserved exclusively for our members. How much time per day? You want to be consistent over, that the consistency is more important than a lot of time in any given single day, right? So, if you spend 8 hours on a Saturday and you don't touch it for 3 weeks, I would rather have you spend 20 minutes a day. Okay, but 20 minutes a day probably isn't going to cut it. Realistically, about an hour or two a day, maybe an hour or three, depending on if you're a little slower on, with technology or going through stuff. but it's not necessarily all at once. Okay, you can do 15 minutes in the morning. You can do 15 minutes on your lunch break. Most of you are probably hanging out on Facebook half the time at your work. Why not be making some money from it, right? You could be managing your ads. You could be, checking your leads. You could be responding to information requests. You could be doing all that kind of stuff. And then you can reserve some time at night or on the weekends to create your new advertising content, which can take you a little bit more time. But once you got it created, that stuff can serve you for a long time. Okay, it's the efficiency of doing the work once and getting paid for it over and over and over again. And how much more money than the 99 to make money? That totally depends on you, right? We've had people make as much as $10,000 in a single month with zero money spent in paid advertising. We do teach you how to do profitable, predictable paid advertising, meaning you spend money on ads, okay? But it's an investment. It is not, and it's very, very reasonable for the average person. You can spend $5 a day on Facebook ads and get absolutely incredible results, believe it or not. You do not have to have a really massive advertising budget to get results. What you do need is the right energy, enough energy spent to get the results you're looking for. So if you say, hey, I want to make $10,000 a month and I want to do it in a certain time frame, let's say 90 days, well, that typically requires a pretty significant ad budget, but not necessarily. It really depends on what you're bringing to the table, how great your advertising is, or how much time you're going to spend. If you end up spending a lot more time than money, you could achieve the same results that someone with deeper pockets is achieving, because they're not spending as much time. They're just spending some money, right? So that's really what it comes down to. And that's why I refer to it as energy, because you got to invest energy into a business, right? That's just the bottom line. And you always have to invest energy into marketing. Any business, that is the lifeblood of a business. You have to have marketing in order to generate leads that convert to sales. Okay, you can do that spending your time, you can do it spending your money, or both. And I recommend you do as much as you can, as often as you can, and that will pay off better than you think it will, faster than you think it will. Okay, we have a bunch of other questions I will get to in just a second, but first, let's bring out Chris Baden. Chris, the idea guy, as we like to call him.
Yeah, I've had a few of those from time to time. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, right on. Yeah, and about a year and a half ago, I had this crazy idea that I should listen to you and come on. Fortunately, you were right. Baden, Chris, the idea guy. I'm out in Las Vegas. I'm 30. I'm married. I have two boys, grown up big and strong and fast. For me, I've been on this mission last 7 years now to be my own boss. Like, how hard can it be? Well, apparently it's a little bit more tricky than I thought. I worked for a Fortune 900 company and did sales and was scared out of my legs. I never did sales before. And then I eventually started for a Fortune 41 company, insurance agent, have my own agency, had an contract with I thought I owned my own business and, had employees, all that. I wasn't my own boss. I was still in the pit of corporate America. I mean, it was just a little bit trickier to be my own boss, and that's kind of my story, my journey. And so there's one where you feel like there's some security in your job or some of these. That's how I felt. And one day, the contract was pulled. It was 2 months before my first son was going to be born, and my wife didn't work because we were about to have our kid, and that's the model we are working to build. And I was like, what the heck do I do? Like, I view my role as protector, provider, and now it's like I'm about to have my first kid, and my business is shut down. Did all our business online or over the phone. Like, just picture this for a second. Hang with me, okay? Like, bring your attention back here. Picture this. You and I were a giant company, and we want to reach millions of people. Like, TV is like in commercials, why is football, like, right? All the commercials are so expensive to do. Well, that's where everyone's attention is. There's 2 billion active viewers per month on Facebook. So their attention's in their phone. So that allows you and me to get in contact with them. To me, I was like, that's crazy powerful. And so I wasn't techie. I was scared. I didn't know who to trust. Unfortunately, I didn't find Brandon Odom first. I found this other one 3 weeks before, and I lost every single penny. But I started making money when I found this system. Brandon Odom and Sean and Mel, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for them. They're the ones that into all this stuff. And then I met Brandon as I went. And from then, like, it took me 7 months to have my first 10K month. And it took me 10 months to have my first 20K month. Like 1 month, like for me, that's a big deal. Like there's these other people in here making all kinds of money, but you know, for me, that was huge for myself and my family. So Brandon and Sean and Mel talking me into doing this too.
Yes, sir. You are most welcome. You should have listened to me that first time you met me.
I should have, yes.
So here, a couple of questions, a couple more questions. Do I have to get others to join? You have to get others to see an offer and buy a product, okay? Whether or not you do that promoting an opportunity or promoting the products directly, you can do that as well. That's totally up to you. Most people are interested in building a team because they're interested in leverage, right? They're interested in that residual passive income and building that quickly, which is, as you will see within our system, it's something pretty incredible. Like a lot of people, like, they chase the passive income unicorn, right? It's like, oh, I wish I could just, click a button, or not even click a button, like get somebody to click a button for me and sit on the beach and make money for the rest of my life. That's not reality. It's silly, right? But there are ways to create systems and to build teams and build leverage to where you are getting residual commissions. You have leads and sales coming in that, you did the work 8 months ago and you generated a lead and they're still buying stuff, right? Or because it's real stuff. It's a real asset. It's a real business. It's not a scheme. It's not a scam. It's not something you're just trying to recruit a bunch of people into that they end up quitting because they realize, like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I can buy the same stuff at Walmart a lot cheaper. And why am I paying for this auto ship? Or why am I going to this hotel meeting? Or why am I knocking on doors? Like all that kind of stuff that people don't want to do, so they quit. That's typical in most home-based business programs and opportunities, where you have a very high attrition rate. And so you like to be successful in those programs, you have to recruit tons and tons of people because a ton of people are quitting. And you have to recruit a bunch of people really fast to overcome all the people that are quitting. With this business, in terms of actual customer attrition rate, it's like negligible. It's like statistically insignificant because everyone's just a customer. It's when people buy, whether or not they decide to promote a business opportunity attached to any product, they don't have to. It doesn't matter. This is a strong customer-based program, that's very stable. It's going to be, it's been around for decades, going to be around for decades, and it's pretty incredible. So you owe it to yourself to check it out for yourself. Again, we have about a 90-minute video where I go in depth, myself and one of our coaches go into depth explaining products and explaining compensation plan and all that kind of stuff. But the short answer is you have to, with any business, you got to get your products in front of people, right? Okay, so how you go about doing that, as long as it's legal and ethical and within our terms and within any company terms, that's fine to do. Okay, let's see here. What's the catch? I literally had a slide that said, what's the catch? Let me bring that slide up. What's the catch here? So this is why you should pay attention here. Look at this. So what's the catch? There is no catch. Like I said, I spent probably 5 minutes explaining that. Stop. Okay. So quick free lesson, right? Attention to detail is key. Back when I was in the military, I went to Jump Master School. My last station was Fort Bragg. Okay, Jump Masters, you go to that school, it's a 3-week course. It's very high failure rate, at least the first time. You have to go through this course, and the purpose of the course is to teach people a standardized process, extremely detailed, that they have to execute very, very to the T of exactly all the standards that are laid out, right? And it has to be duplicated every single time exactly the same way to make sure paratroopers exit the aircraft the right way, at the right time, the right spacing, and all that over the right place in the drop zone to make sure no one dies. Okay. And every once in a while, you know, parachuting in the military, it's a relatively, you know, it's a high risk activity, but very few people die. You know, it does happen. You know, every few years you will hear about, you know, parachute fatality and stuff, but you know, it's a very replicatable, duplicatable process because the people that are trained to do it, they pay attention to detail, and they understand that if they miss one thing, someone can die. You know, you go through this very rigorous test of, you know, it's called JMPI, where you go through and you check the paratrooper's equipment, all that kind of stuff, and you know, one little string in the wrong place, or one little pin that's not turned the right way, like all that can be, you know, catastrophic. And so it's a very rigorous process, right? If you are building or potentially building your life and, you know, investing into a business, learning this skill set that can completely change your life and make you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, like you got to pay attention to detail. Okay. And when you go through our training, like it's fairly simple. It's fairly straightforward. But if you go through the video and you don't quite catch something, like it might get confusing. You can always go back. You can watch it multiple times. You can ask questions. We're going to be there to answer those questions, but it's up to you to take responsibility and pay attention, right? So that's a learning point, right? We take this stuff seriously. Like it's, you know, if you build this business, it's not risking your life, right? You're not, at least not physically. Like you're not going to click a button and live or die based on that within our system. But it is going to give you a life. It's going to give you a lifestyle. It's going to allow you, it's going to give you freedom if you take this seriously, you pay attention to the detail, you plug in with your coach, and you treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. Okay. Enough preaching on that one. Let's see here. Who else we got? Amy, you want to come on out and tell your story?
Hey, Brandon, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
All right. So I was an IT manager at an international company, and I had parts of my team on 3 different continents, US, Asia, and Europe. So putting together those time zones and trying to make everything work and dealing with upper management and all that stuff was nuts. And you can only take that kind of stress for so long because they wanted me to keep doing more and more work without giving me more and more people. So you can only stretch your staff so far until you're breaking everybody. So I knew I had to get out to save myself. It was affecting my health. The stress was, it wasn't giving me any time. I would work 16-hour days. I was saving everything that I wanted to do for myself at home personally and cramming it all into the weekend. So the weekend wasn't even relaxing. So I didn't even really have time to recoup for the next week coming up. So that didn't help any. So it just kept building and building. So I knew I had to do something. I was looking around trying to figure out what that would be. I thought I was going to be able to do a franchise. But when you actually look at the agreements, you have to be open during whatever hours the mall or shopping center is open by the management. And that's usually 80 hours a week. Well, that wasn't going to be any better than the situation I was trying to get out of. So I was like, well, crap. So I didn't know what to do. So I was flipping through my news feed, and I actually saw an ad similar to the one that you guys saw. I answered the ad, I clicked on it, I registered, I watched a webinar similar to this one. This was a little over a year ago. And my coaching call was with Sean, who you heard from earlier. And we talked about everything, and he answered all my questions. And it filled all the gaps that I didn't understand how to deal with the franchise. I didn't have to hold an inventory. So that meant I didn't have to put out, you know, an extra $50,000, $60,000 for inventory. It wasn't going to cost me $80,000 to get the franchise put together with whoever the owners were. And I didn't have to hire staff, so I didn't have to deal with all the staffing issues, medical issues, people not showing up for work, all that kind of thing that I already had experience with at the corporate job. So it answered all the things that I didn't like about the corporate job and that I didn't know how I was going to deal with the franchise. So I jumped in. I spent a week doing the training, and the coaching information took me about 8 hours or so, because I didn't do it all at once. It is like about 3 hours long, but I didn't do it all at once. I kind of spread it out over a few days. And then I spent about a week going through all the coaching material and getting all my stuff set up, my whole system and everything. And Sean was there the whole way. Whenever I had questions, my coach was there to help me. And in 7 months, I was able to make enough money to replace my corporate. So I quit that job, and now I do this full time. And it's really made a big difference. Even my friends have said that they noticed that I'm more relaxed and that the stresses seem to all be gone. So that was really cool, that it wasn't just me thinking that, and that they realized it also. And I now get to do things that are part of my dream, which I've got agriculturally zoned property that I live on, and I'm turning it into a homestead. And a lot of that work has to be done during the day. You can't do it at night after work. So now I have time to work on that during the day when it's more convenient with the daylight. And I can work on this business sporadically throughout the day and in the evenings and all that. So somebody was asking in the chat, like, how much time does it take? Well, even when I had my corporate job, I would spend about 30 minutes before I went to work. And then throughout the day, whenever I had a break or lunch, I'd get on my phone and just check on things. And then after work, before bed, I would spend maybe another hour or two, depending on, what I wanted to get done. But there's no one holding you to a schedule. It's whatever schedule works in your life and what works for you. If I had done a little less time, yeah, it might have taken a little longer to be able to quit my job, but I still would have gotten there. And so it really just depends on what your goals are and how much time you want to put and how quickly you want to do it. So if you're even thinking about it, I would suggest clicking that orange button, meet your coach, check out the training, see how good it is, and see that it's everything that we've explained here. And get your 2018 off to a really quick start for making changes for yourself. So that's what I've got tonight, Brandon.
Awesome, Amy. Thank you. All right. So a couple other questions. How much percent is earned on each sale? We go into the compensation plan in detail again. It's 90-minute video. The short answer, anywhere from 6.75% all the way up to 54% per sale on high ticket products, which typically equals up to several $100 all the way up to several $1,000s for a single sale. How many sales need to hit a decent monthly income? What's decent for you? For me, right now, a decent income is about $20,000 a month, but that's not what that's decent, right? Good income, 40, 50 grand a month. Really nice income. My next goal is about 100K a month. If a decent income is $1,000 a month, you need one sale, one sale a month. Let's see here. More questions. How do taxes work? Taxes work because the government sucks the energy or the money from you after you do work. That's how taxes work. But I assume you mean regarding your business. Someone asked, what's a 1099? So that's all the same kind of question here. This is a global opportunity. If you pay tax, or if you start a business anywhere, you're going to have to pay taxes to your tax reporting authority or your revenue service, wherever that is. In the U.S., it's the IRS. You'll have to fill a 1099. Well, you'll fill out a W-9 and you'll get issued a 1099. Okay, so you earn your full commissions and you're responsible for paying taxes on that as a business. So a business can take in, you have your gross revenue, but then you're able to deduct, advertising costs, the $99. You're able to deduct that, any kind of startup costs. If you decide to do, you go to some seminars, you go to any of our live events, the travel, that's deductible. although there's a lot of different things you can deduct, and I'm not a CPA or tax expert. I can't give you legal tax advice. I can just tell you, there's a lot of things I deduct in my business. If you spend money in Facebook advertising, you can deduct that as well. If you are in Canada, you'll fill out T4, or you'll get issued a T4, I believe, at the end of the year. And anywhere else, your bottom line is you're getting paid your full commissions, no withholding, and then you are responsible to report that. Big boy, big girl rules, right? But being a business versus getting W-2 income, you get some significant tax advantages because of that. Okay. Let's see. Is it possible to make money to make $99 in the first month? Yeah, it's possible. So I'll give you a couple examples here. We had one guy make $15,000 in 4 days. That's the fastest or the most I've seen in that period of time. First full 4 days. We've had people make, $7,000 their first month, $5,000 their first month, $3,000 their first month. I did about 20 my first month, but I had experience with all this kind of stuff. I spent a lot of money and time before learning this skill set. Most of our top earners, though, like Sean and Melissa, you heard Sean mention they've made about $700,000 since being with the system starting about 20 months ago. That's pretty exceptional. He's one of our top earners. That's not like the norm, right? But he didn't make money his first month. They didn't make money until their second month. Actually, they made, I think, about $5,000 or something their second month, and then like 15 their third month. Okay, so you kind of saw how that went. Like they probably spent some money in advertising, made $5,000, and said, "Wow, this stuff really works." Spent some more money in advertising, made 15, kept going, right? That's kind of how that progression typically works. Most of our top earners didn't make money their first month, but they started getting results pretty fast around their second or third month. But individual results will vary. Totally depends on you. You can make money tomorrow. You get started with this, you can literally make money tomorrow. You can make money this weekend. But it's totally up to you. You may never make money. We had a guy in the chat, I think, I didn't see him. So someone was saying something like, wasn't an English speaker, I don't think, but said they had joined and they didn't make money. Don't trust us. Okay. Well, I joined a soccer team one time and I never made a goal. People watch the World Cup, right? People make goals in soccer. I was when I was in like kindergarten, right? I wasn't that great at soccer. I liked it, but it's just funny. People are like, oh, let me tell you something. If there are any programs out there where 100% of the people are making money, I will guarantee you it's a Ponzi scheme and it's going to be shut down. That just doesn't exist. It's not human nature. 20%, 80-20 rule. 20% of people get 80% of the results in any kind of organization. And really, it's about 20% of that 20%, so like, overall, like 5 or 4% that ever actually really get massive results, and that's in most organizations. In affiliate marketing, about 90% of affiliates or 10% of affiliates bring in 90% of the revenue. Okay. In our system, it's probably more like 15 or 16 that bring in the most revenue, which is about as high as you could ever possibly get. But we have had literally over 1,000 people make their first paycheck online out of a few thousand people in a community. And that's over time, like the few thousand over time. That's including people that like they get started and they say, oh, this isn't for me, and they just quit or whatever. And we just keep them around because we understand like maybe it wasn't a good time for them, but they'll be back because they see Sean and Melissa, because they see Amy, because they see Ashley, because they see Chris, because they see all the incredible stories and they see their newsfeed pop up with all these people in this group that put in the work, that put in the time, that didn't quit, and now they're living the lifestyle. And then they decide a year later, crap, you know what? I should do this. And so they get started and they start getting results. So, it's whether you join this or get results, I mean, totally up to you. You can make as much money as you want. You may make no money. It's not our responsibility to make you money, though. It's your responsibility. Our responsibility is to teach you with integrity what we have done to get the results that you say you want. Okay. Ashley, you want to come out and tell your story?
Yep. Is my sound working?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Awesome. Exciting. Yeah. So for me, I kind of took the corporate job route. I worked in corporate for years and was always super unfulfilled. Something about it never really made sense to me. I always knew there had to be another way. And, you know, every time I asked for a raise, it was a fight to try and get one, or, you know, I couldn't get one no matter how hard I worked, or it was like the minimal, like 4% raise. And then whenever I needed time off, it was, you know, I had to beg to get a doctor's appointment, or if I actually used my vacation days, I was looked down upon, and it just never really worked out for me. And I never understood why it operates that way. And, you know, but I kept working in it because I didn't really know another way. Like, I didn't know a way out or what to do. And I just kept looking, but couldn't find anything. So I just kept working corporate jobs. And then my last job, actually a year ago, this month, I was working there, and I had hit my goals for 2016. We had an unlimited vacation policy. And then my parents had booked a trip for their 30th anniversary to South Africa for my family, which is this like once in a lifetime experience to spend with my family. And my boss told me that if I went, that I would lose my job. And I just couldn't believe that after everything I had done for the company with this supposed unlimited vacation policy that we had, that he was just going to let me go just like that. And so I left and went on that trip, and decided from that moment on that no one was going to decide when I could spend my time with my family, or if I needed to go to the doctor, or what, you know, what my finances were. I was really going to take that into my own hands and, you know, make that happen for myself. And I really started looking at all these different things, as I'm sure a lot of you have, to really see what's out there. And I ended up watching a ton of different webinars, and watching, you know, and going to some real estate seminars as well. Actually ended up getting in a ton of debt with real estate, like thousands upon thousands of dollars. And then I found this and saw the webinar and decided to jump right in. You know, saw it was only $99. It was 14 days, non-refundable. I was like, let me just see if this is a vehicle, you know, that could change my life and really get me to where I want to be. I had nothing to lose. You know, I knew I really wasn't happy where I was. I wasn't working at the time, and I really wanted to change. So decided to hop right in. And I'm so glad I did. It's been so awesome. You know, as Brandon was talking about, like, there's all the trainings, you know, it's obviously, it's up to you what you put into it, but you will have support and mentorship and coaching all along the way. Like, I've never seen anything like it. There's so much support there. You'll have someone by your side, and the training is really thorough. You'll learn a whole new skill set of online marketing, which you might have never thought that you would have learned. You know, and for me, it's crazy thinking about, you know, just last year, I had been trying so hard to get to 6 figures at a corporate job. You know, I tried, like, and all these different companies tried to get different raises. I was working in corporate America for like 6 years, and I could never do it. You know, they would never grant me a high enough raise or a salary. And then literally within 10 months of doing this, I've made over 6 figures. And, you know, within a year, it's going to be even more than that. And so it's just crazy to think about. And, you know, when you really take life into your own hands, it's amazing the things that you can accomplish. And so, you know, I really encourage you guys, like, if you're unsure and, you know, kind of teeter-tottering on what to do right now, you came here. Someone messaged me about it, you know. Yeah, it's a card. Someone asked about this card. Someone gave it to me for my birthday. It says it's time to ask for a pony again. So if this is your pony, guys, no, but yeah, I encourage you, really, you know, if you're unsure, you're here for a reason, right? Because you're ready for a change. And if you keep doing the same thing that you've always been doing, you're going to get that same result. So I really encourage you to check this out. It is refundable for 14 days. So you really have nothing to lose. Back to you, Brandon.
Awesome, Ashley. Thank you. We are going to wrap it up with Curtis. Come on out and tell your story, man. I've got some Chipotle waiting on me. I am hungry. It's a steak burrito with queso on it and pico and Anyway, jump on into it. I don't see any other questions. You got last minute questions, drop them in the chat. But if I don't see any, we're going to pop off right after this so I can get my burrito.
Yeah, you're making me hungry here, Brandon. I just got back from having wings. So, yeah, guys, my name is Curtis Mumby. I'm from small town St. Bruce, Saskatchewan in Canada here. And I got started in here 16 months ago now. And I mean, I was a farm boy, born and raised on a farm. Did nothing but blue collar type jobs. I worked oil rigs. I worked as a welder. My last job, I was production manager in a welding shop. About the most technical thing that I ever did in my life before getting on here was turning a digital dial on a welder to adjust the heat setting and wire speed. But, you know, I jumped in here, you guys, and the training, the coaching and everything is just second to none. You will not find an easier place or an easier atmosphere to learn this new skill set and be able to succeed. There is no place, nothing out there like this. I mean, within 8 months, I was out earning my full-time job. And I mean, I wasn't working for minimum wage. I was making 75 to 80K a year. And I replaced that within 8 months. I've now quit my job. I've got 4 boys. I'm divorced. And now when I have my kids, I'm free to do what I want with them. I've got my life back. I'm not slaving just to make ends meet. I'm able to, you know, pick up my passions and my hobbies that I've lost along the way because life was too busy, because I was always struggling to make the extra dollar just to make ends meet. And, you know, that it's just an unbelievably liberating feeling to be able to create that for yourselves. And I mean, if you're in a situation right now where $99 seems like too much to you guys, isn't that something you want to change? Like, seriously, find a way to come up with $99. If nothing else, you get in here, you went out and did some extra job or something to make $99 to sign up with this. You get in here and 13 days later, you decide it's not for you. You're $99 richer. Good for you. If not, you know, you've invested $99, that little bit of time it took you to make that extra $99 to join up, and it's something that can change your life, you guys. So, like, I mean, if you have the $99 right now and you haven't clicked that button yet, I don't know why you're even here anymore, why you haven't jumped off. Like, seriously, if you're not serious enough to check this out and put in the little bit of time and try it out for yourself, really, that's fine. I mean, we don't want to waste our time with you anyway. So we want people who are serious and who want to change their lives, because we want to help you. It's incredible to see all these people who have changed their lives and to be helping them do that. And I mean, we want you to be the next one. So jump in, try it out, and hope to see you on the other side. Thanks a lot, Brandon, for having me out. I really appreciate it. And hope you all have a great night.
Awesome, Curtis. Thank you. $99 richer. Can't argue with that. That was pretty good. All right. That's it, guys. I don't see, I'll check real quick. I don't see any other questions. So we're going to sign off. I got Chipotle. I got to heat up that burrito now. It's going to be good. All right. Have a good night.